Nice size?
Snug.
Snug?
Yeah, this is not actually a bathroom bathtub. This was for wormy compost in the future for our garden. But we're just using it as an example to try
To figure out the volume of our tub.
Yeah, because we're going to custom make the bathtub in here, partially because you can't really fit anything through our doorways. Actually, it does fit in here. It does look tiny, but
Very relaxing.
is it? I'm not sure I believe you.
I think also, I mean, the idea of what we'd be building, we'd have the insulation across the bottom, so at least it's gonna raise up and not feel so low to the room. But width-wise,
We have like a big space, so why not build a bigger than this is what is the size of this? 170?
this is 170 long, so 1.7 meters, 150 liters more or less. You can see it's got some big cracks in it here, so we're not gonna actually use this tub.
But if we make a bigger than this bathtub, that means that we need a bigger water tank.
Yeah, a water heater to be sufficient to be able to fill the bath without not having enough hot water. So this is like very combined decision making right now.
We would also need 2 solar panels on the roof then. I mean, if we just make it a little bit bigger, it's a much more expensive bathtub. I just want this for future kids.
I'm a shower kind of guy.
Don't mind us. I mean, to be fair, you could, you can both fit in there.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have to be.
You want to come in? You haven't hung out in the bathtub with us in a while. Do you want to see in the bathroom?
Do you want to see if you can fit in there, Richard?
Have fun in, Mario.
Because he's, you never know who you might have in your bath.
Not bad. Cheers.
I love it.
Do you want us to get you some champagne? And
Yeah, can you get us some bubbles too?
some strawberries?
Yeah.
It's nice when you're sick, or it's nice when you just want to have a moment, like Epsom salt baths.
Those are always healing.
Yeah, but what size? And are we pouring the concrete?
Yeah, that's what's really exciting about this. Ferg and I have been discussing the forms, the way it would go in the room that we have designated for this, and the space, how it aligns with the fixtures of the tub that were put in a long time ago by our other crew. So we're gonna pour a bathtub in this episode of concrete, and it's gonna be really freaking sweet. So it's más o menos dash mice. So maybe, I don't know where dash was. I think that's good because the muro para 60, 70. Good, and we can make the wall across there.
Like 20 inches.
It gives us a little bit of play.
We literally have to make our decision like now, and we got to go buy the supplies, and this is all happening in like the next 2 days. I haven't washed my face yet, so I'm gonna get out of this wet bathtub and
Sit back and see what it's like relaxing.
No way, it's soaking wet and dirty. This is not a relaxing tub.
And one other thing we've considered is one of these stones is a step to get into the tub, so stay tuned.
Yeah, we've been saving that one ever since we first discovered it in the ground. We're like, this is the bathtub stone.
All right, good decisions.
I mean, this is big enough for the 2 of us. Basically, my main hesitation in making a bigger bathtub is the fact that the bigger water heater, instead of being, what, $1,000, is $5,000? Do you want to pay $5,000 for a bigger tub for the water heater? I don't. I'll figure out how to fit in here. I mean, You guys remember our guitar box?
It's a wooden box
that's it.
that looks like a guitar.
It's true.
Excuse me, Wayne. Can I put the fender back now, please?
Not today, my good man. I'm feeling saucy.
This is our Moroccan-made brass fittings. This is for the bathtub fill. We're trying to see what kind of a drain we purchased
That
because
might be it right there.
we're sort of leaning to get the acrylic tub and then pour the cement around it.
We just felt so cozy sitting it together.
Yeah, it was big enough for us. And I think this is a normal...
No, that's actually the fixture for the wall for
Oh.
the handle.
Where is the drain? And look at this. This is our shower head.
There's the handle. Ring ring. Banana,
Banana phone. Doop doopy doopy doop. Okay, so no drain. It's still free range. You can either get the acrylic tub, pour the concrete around it, or just pour the whole thing. Leaning towards the acrylic though, because then we don't have to waterproof it. The water in the acrylic tub would stay warm longer, and it's just overall easier and economically friendly. But we're still considering the options. There is something so fun and so real seeing our fixtures put into place. This is the whole space. We'll be building shelving over here to access from the tub side and from the room side, as well as all of this will be bricked and rendered in and waterproofed. Same with the countertop that we'll be placing our stone sink on top of with another Moroccan brass faucet.
Very exciting delivery. We just got 2 cubic meters of gravel, a cubic meter of sand, and about 140 tijolos, which are the orange bricks with the hole that we'll be using for projects inside.
That's right, building out the support for the tub and the shower wall. Lots to look forward to. Yay! It's finally here.
Always love a good delivery.
Yeah, we do. I love me a good gravel delivery. It's always so exciting. Woohoo! It's like snow.
We got work to do. It's actually the weekend, so we're just gonna take 2 days away from our project, and everybody will reconvene on Monday, plus some other guys here, so big things ahead.
When there's always work that can be done, it's important to take a break for mental health, physical health, just a good Sabbath, you know? We usually just give ourselves Sunday, but this weekend we're giving ourselves 2 days. We need this. Hi, Mino. You wanna play? This is Mino's favorite rock these days. Ready? Get it. Get the rock. Their favorite toy these days.
Drop it in, push it into the worktop, but you'll have a room each side.
Yeah, because it's a balance of keeping that exposed versus those supports coming up. Yeah. Big day in the water mill today. Ferg and I are taking on the project of installing the bathtub in the lower bath here. We have to make a big decision right now and decide how high should the tub sit related to the fixings on the wall, the tap to fill the tub, the shower head that's up high. I can actually stand just under it right now. So we're looking at, do we make the base of the tub a little bit lower, or do we raise it? This is a crucial step. Ferg's playing cameraman right now. Before, when we had the tub higher, we had less of a gap between the shower head, the scalding hot water in my head, but the consideration is the water coming out of the faucet here, how far it drops into the bathtub. So everything's impacted with this decision. I think that does feel a little better.
I need 80 mil. Have you got your big hammer drill?
Yeah, let me go get
Is it here? Or?
Yep. We decided this is a job for the big hammer. Hit it, Ferg. hold that tray.
There's 5 shovels of sand.
Okay, cool. So it's looking like a proper bathtub in here. Well, almost. You guys know how we had considered doing an entire pour of a bathtub, then we switched up to the bricks, then we're gonna plaster it, and we're setting in place all the specialty items that need to be in here, including a vent hole right here that will allow us access if we ever need to get underneath the tub to be able to clean out the trap. Back here we've actually designed where there'll be a cubby to store things, towels. We'll put 2 wooden shelves in, probably one around this level, one around this level. And then over here, we're actually gonna make a solid concrete shelf. This will come up and there'll be a cubby. So right now, Ferg's gonna make the shuttering out of wood to be able to pour the concrete and let that dry overnight so we can continue raising the tub up to that mark right there on the wall, all the way around. That will support the weight of the tub. Well, it feels like we nearly have a bathtub in here. We just gotta get the water spilling over and get the bubbles ready, get our ducks from the race out, and we're gonna have a merry old time. So I just got my grind on. We cut a bunch of pieces of metal here. We're gonna make a grid like this that's gonna get dropped into each one of these forms to create the shelves. These will be the shelves that will form the cubbies in the lower bathroom over here.
Oh, it's too dry.
It's too dry? You're messing with me. He's messing with me. Gotta keep me on my toes. Because you're gonna fill these all the way up, right?
Yeah.
You know, I don't have short pieces for this box. I thought they were all the other sides. Oh, man. Time to cut some metal. Forgot my tape measure. I'll be right back.
While Drew takes a moment to find his tape measure, I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's episode, and that is Raycon, who makes the essential open earbuds, which we both use literally every single day. Whether I'm going on a morning run, or we're riding our bikes to go get fresh bread, or we're working inside, the best thing about these earbuds is how they hook around your ear, so you know that you're not gonna lose one. And they sit above your ear canal, so you can not only hear your music or your podcast perfectly, the sound quality is A+, plus, but you can also hear what's going on around you. They are the perfect gift for yourself, for your loved ones, for your mom. Maybe she can use it while she's going on her morning walks, but she can still hear when her neighbors and friends see her walking by and want to say hello. And right now you can get 15% off of the Essential Open earbuds by visiting buyraycon.com/adventureopen. We put a link below for you. They are truly the best. They come in beautiful colors. I can literally flip upside down and they stay in place. All right, now at this point, I bet Drew has found his tape measure, so let's get back to it.
Out of battery.
Meanwhile, upstairs in the turret in bathroom number 2, some very exciting things were happening. Except for the fact that these things had some very complicated snafus. Let's just say that. More on this in next week's episode, but just wanted to let you know that there never really seems to be just one thing going on around here.
All right, there's our tub for the night. We're gonna let her dry and come back and see if it's still here in the morning. Good night, guys. It's a new day. The forms have dried and they're popped out of the wood, and here's what they look like. Cleaning up the edges, is that the idea?
Just rounding the edges.
Yeah.
For when we plaster, it's easier to.
Yeah, that's what they get the shape. That's a cool trowel.
It's wet as well. You can still shape it.
Yeah.
Once it's gone off.
Picked up all the pattern of the wood, of the chipboard. Yeah. So it seemed just like yesterday that this entire kitchen area was free of anything. Nothing was laying around. We had it all organized, but as the projects go, things go flying around. The sink that we have all the components for now, being a headphone holder, we're gonna get that put in right here. Floor's been prepared, and now Ferg's gonna set the mortar with the brick to get this going. I'm looking forward to it, that we design this in such a way where the basin will be built, this stone sink will be completely exposed on the outer half, giving a really like organic, natural look to this room, along with what we're doing with the bathtub. And if you're wondering what this is actually the clean out that goes through the piping from the kitchen, from the tub, in from the sink here. So we gotta make sure this is over to the side just enough so we can get the steel cap on there. You look like you're building an oven in here.
Yeah, looks like.
We're just gonna light a little fire. I'm really getting my grinder cutting skills tested today because I get the honor to cut the top shelf for our tub area. It's this big slab. Gotta cut it there. But not only that, I gotta cut it on an angle, as you can see marked like that. Here goes. There's also some steel rebar reinforcement, if you remember the pour, that I gotta watch out for in here, which is gonna send some sparks flying. Currently we're making the mold for what will be the base of the sink. That will be concrete and rebar. It's kind of a wonky shape, so Ferg's doing his best that he can to shape it out and make a template. That way we can get that poured tonight, let it dry overnight. This is a key consideration. The windows still have to be opening and past the tap handle.
Bon dia.
We'd like a pizza from the oven.
Burger. Would you like a beer? or less sides with drawing.
Yeah, making sure we get that right and lined up is crucial.
We'll probably oversize that a bit.
Okay.
So we can move that down a bit if we
Everybody
want to.
likes wiggle room.
Yeah, and actually we need to make it, well, yeah, because that's the side, but we'll make it bigger than that to
Accommodate that, fitting all the way
Yeah.
up and pulling the gasket down. I gotta go get my throne. Real world simulation. Helps me understand where the countertop should be according to my knee right here. And the sink bowl. When you're building custom things like this, there's a lot of planning and preparation that goes into each stage of it because it's all custom. It's not just bought from the big box store and stuck in place, especially when you have a historic house with really strange, awkward walls. So everything we're doing here has to really be planned and thought out because otherwise, if we don't make the space right, we might not be able to fit the water, the drain, any of it. Yeah, it's really thinking about the way we should cut that and shape it.
You having a nice poo there, mate?
It's wonderful.
Just seeing, that probably is the right
It's pretty close.
You might be a little bit further forward.
You think
on
I
the
need
toilet.
back just a little bit?
No, forward.
Oh, forward.
You've obviously got
yeah, because you got the tank in the back.
tank, and then you actually sit.
Sit in
Yeah,
here.
so you probably sit in like that.
Yeah, we really got to plan out this space because we don't want the counter overhanging. But it would be a good coffee holder. Yeah. I feel like we got our own millstone.
Smile.
All right, so we brought it up to workbench up top here so we could trace out for the form we need after we've configured the entire countertop for this unique bowl. The lower situation just wasn't working. We couldn't get under it to see the marks we've made.
Just slide across so it doesn't. Well, I'll probably cut that as it is.
Yep.
And then I'll come
Back like
10, 15 mil, maybe 15 mil. Because then we got the plaster going on it.
Yeah.
When we plaster it, so then in theory when we push that in, it's fairly tight.
you can do this.
Can't do it anymore.
Just like my shirt says, you can do it.
Yeah, I can't do it.
And just as we all suspected, Ferg in fact could and did. This is one of the most unique countertops I have ever seen. So if you're still wondering how it's all going to come together, don't worry, it will all make sense soon. But it is going to take a couple more episodes for this bathroom and definitely our upper bathroom to come together. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet and help us reach our goal of 200K by the end of the year. Even more would be so much merrier.
So we've been making the countertop form in there. We just traced it out with the rubbish bin, and I kind of noticed it looks like a t-shirt.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, if only I could do like... We actually formed this round edge using the edge of this big trash can here.
Every like, every subscribe, every comment, we read, see, and appreciate you all. Okay, back to the sink. You're gonna love it, I promise. It's incredible, and I've seen the finished product.
Ooh. Wow, aren't those special looking? They're like Art Deco. It almost looks like this one's meant to like connect in there, not be stacked on top for a countertop. We're gonna let those dry for a couple days before we touch them. Have a nice long weekend.
It's that time.
Are you ready to see our lower bathroom?
I cannot wait. You guys have been working so hard down here, and I think we nearly have sort of a bathroom.
We have the framework.
Ooh. Wow, wow, wow. I'm gonna go in here. You guys might hear the tools outside. We get another crew working on something. You'll see that in the next episode. And our sink, I think you guys saw the beginnings of our countertop being built. That's either in this episode or the next episode, but either way, make sure you're subscribed because in the next episode, this is probably gonna be finished. That is the hope, right?
We're gonna have it all put together, the tub in place, plastered, as well as everything over here on the sink unit. It was pretty amazing pouring the molds for these shelves, making the spaces right based on our planning and design, as well as the countertop for the bespoke sink and creative design.
Yeah, we picked this up at a market once and just fell in love with it. It added some complications as far as the drain tubes and fittings and stuff. Like, who knew that that would be complicated? And finding the feet for the tub was complicated. Like, everything that we thought would be simple was complicated, but it looks amazing. You and Ferg always find a way.
Ferg must think we're in absolute love with this sink based on all the work we're doing to fit it.
Oh, don't worry, Ferg, we do. We absolutely love this sink and we'll love it even more when it's fit into its custom-made countertop. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. And if you're ready for it, I think it's time for us to take in a deep breath. And let it out. Let your adventure continue, and ours is going to continue, like now, because this still has some more work to be done.
We'll see you guys back here next episode. Have a great week.
Kiss.